This is what we're going to go for. These are 8, I believe these look like 14mm bolts. Let's go ahead and take that off. There's this little plate, and I believe this flex plate just comes off. This looks like, oh, this is a little timing piece for the sensor there. Actually, I believe the crank sensor. So I think this is actually just starting to leak. You can see a little bit pulled down there and through there. Let's clean that up. So this bit of grease you see right here, I actually think is from the CV boot, which it would be sitting right about here in the car. I guess I can clean it up just because I'm here, but look how clean that's looking. And that way, when it leaks, again, we'll know where the leak's coming from. Alright, let's get this seal off. I don't have a fancy seal puller, so let's try something new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a tiny bit into it. I'm then going to drive these screws in. This is also why you always keep around extra screws. And I'm going to pry. And pull that out. And pull that out. Now, if I had to guess, based on the previous two, I guess I would pull that out. So, that didn't work at all. Whoever suggested that, please never suggest that again. The holes I made in the seal, I'm gonna see if I can't just kinda. I don't think this is working. So unfortunately I had to go get a seal puller. Now this isn't the design that I've seen work elsewhere, but the guy at the counter assured me that this seal would pull any seal. So what that means is he talked me into wasting $12. But let's see if it works. What do you think, audience? Did he make me waste my money? So, still not really having any good luck, if I'm honest. I wanted to try to see. That was straight when it went in. There we go. Who's funny now? Apparently this guy. There we go. I'm going to clean up that surface just because that, I believe, is actually inside the oil case. Yeah, that's inside what I'm thinking. And I want this to go well. Who wouldn't, right? No, I want things to go bad. I'm some sort of weird Subaru masochist. Actually, you all can think whatever you want. I accept you all. There's no such thing as weird. Here's the new seal. It's going to go on like this. The instructions that I saw didn't have any mention at all about lubricating or greasing or anything. They seem to just, at least from the factory, be installed dry. So what I'm doing, I'm taking some good old 5W30 with the thought of, man, pushing on a seal dry seems making it harder on yourself than it needs to be. So, after it's greased, make sure everything's looking good, because we're going to close it on back up. Now the seal is on here, but as you can see, it's not quite seated. It should set flush with this surface, not that surface. I'm going to use the biggest punch that I have right now, which is a 5/16. Let's see if I can't push that in some. And that is a rear main seal. Now we're going to install the crank sensor. This little indent right here in the crankshaft, there's a little pin that should match up. Now this has a matching, can you see that? It has a matching set. I don't think it matters, but I'm going to go ahead and match it anyway. You can tell again by the corrosion, you can see that, which side is which. Once you get one, the rest should be pretty easy. I would definitely start all these by hand, because if you screw this up, I believe it's a complete engine rebuild, and on an EZ30D, it's more cost effective to replace it with a JDM unit and swap over, what is it, the intake manifold or the brake booster, something like that. You gotta swap, because you can get those pretty cheaply, which if anything ever happens to this motor, that's what I plan to do. So I'm just going to run these down. I'm not actually tightening with this because I am going to torque these. You might have seen me use an impact on lug nuts before, and taking them off, I absolutely use an impact. And putting them on, this is what I do. Just running them down like that, because there's a good chance that the impact can over torque them. You can strip them or worse, and it's simpler just do that. And finally, we're going to go ahead and torque these bolts to 60 pound-feet. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a tick. Oop. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 22mm socket, and I'm going to put it on the crankshaft like that. Or no, I'm not. Yes, I am. That should keep it from spinning. And now I'm going to torque down those And now I'm going to torque down those bolts to 60 pound-feet while holding the other end so that the engine doesn't want to spin on me. That 14mm socket was feeling a little sloppy, and I saw it start to round off a bolt, or want to round off a bolt, I should say. So I went ahead and changed out the socket. I don't want to strip these. Now that's much better. And we are done.